Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Demon Slayer again.
Yay! I love
Again.
Demon Slayer.
Just a couple of days ago, we did a video on Demon Slayer, and it had made $44 million, what would have been US, in Japanese theaters alone during a pandemic. Opening weekend, people were going to see it multiple times per day. They were having like 20 to 40 showings a day at some theaters. Well, now just a week later, Demon Slayer is sitting at over $100 million, breaking the Japanese box office record.
Yeah, it broke it by a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, again, 2D animated movie only released in Japan during a pandemic. All right, so this is incredibly exciting. One, the show's pretty badass.
It is. It's good. I mean, it is violent, so I'll warn you. But if you want to see a really good show that's visually stunning, go watch Demon Slayer because it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to. We've had some people disagree with us.
That's okay. You don't have to like it.
You're allowed to. I personally think, especially the animation quality, because we're looking at a lot of newer anime series now. And I think the animation has absolutely taken a hit in recent years. And I think it's because of the amount of anime being produced and the burnout that a lot of people have. They're working in these studios. And they've been talking about it. They've actually been bringing that up on some anime news sites that, it seems like the animation quality has taken a hit, because there's so much stuff being produced. But Demon Slayer is a damn good looking show.
I like it. I like it quite a bit.
And it's really cool. So here we go. This is coming from Reuters. Reuters is picking this up. This is how big of a deal this is.
It's almost like, anime and manga are a big deal.
So yeah, look at this. Japanese animated film Demon Slayer, that'd be Mugen Train, that would be the Mugen Train saga, shattered a box office record, reaching a revenue of 10.75 billion yen, or $102 million in just 10 days, the film's distributor said on Monday. That was the fastest pace for ticket sales in Japan to top 10 billion yen, besting the previous record holder, which was Spirited Away.
Another good movie.
It took 25 days for Spirited Away to get there.
Wow.
The animated film, whose full title is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train. See, just call it Demon Slayer.
We don't know how to say it properly. Sorry.
Demon Slayer, the movie, had already broken the country's previous record for the best 3-day opening when it hit cinemas on October 16th.
By like double almost.
Yeah, they talked about how it's based on a popular manga.
Right. And
the manga is selling like gangbusters because the anime is popular. And it was so weird because, it was a very slow burn. The manga sat out there for like 5 or 6 years. And it wasn't until the anime came out that it just like exploded. And then the manga's actually over. They actually ended it. But again, what the hell is Hollywood's problem?
I don't know. I mean, they keep picking the wrong things. And then, now they're going to want to jump on this bandwagon and ruin it.
Yeah.
Because that's what they always do. Look, there's some money there. We're running out of money. We can't run our movies. Hurry, sit on them so we can't save the theaters. And then we'll say it's everybody else's fault. And while those are failing, other countries are putting their own stuff out, including Japan with this movie. And it's doing well. And Hollywood's going to be like, well, one, shit, we held our stuff and this stuff kicked our ass. And two, quick, go appropriate and change it.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. People are going to be like, oh yeah, they would absolutely go all woke on Demon Slayer. If it came out, if it was a U.S. production, they'll do a live action U.S.
Howl's Moving Castle was number 3, which I have to say though, Howl's Moving Castle, I like the anime, but the books are so much better. They're my favorite books ever, and I love it.
Yeah, it is. But it's interesting that again, this is just Japan. Just in 10 days. And these other movies, they were released all over the world, including the U.S. I know.
So how is it going to do when it gets released other places?
I don't know. Will we ever get it over here?
It's supposed to come. Not in the theater, but it's supposed to come over here.
Because I know now we're in the Pittsburgh area, and Pittsburgh Mills a lot of times will run the Funimation movies.
Yeah, you got to go see Godzilla. They had it limited theaters at time too.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla had it. They usually do like a weekend or two. And I took Squid King to go see Shin Godzilla when it came out. And I know they do. I think Super Broly was there too at that particular theater. But I think that mall's like basically dead at this point. So I don't know. I don't know where we're at. But again, in the U.S., the theaters are closing down, and everybody's like, oh, it's just the pandemic, it's just the government. No, the studios are sitting on movies.
That's what I said. They're sitting on these films, the global box office is open, but they can't put, I said this before, they can't send it over there because they said that unless it opens in the US within like 10 days of it releasing overseas, they'll worry about piracy and all that crap. So they just won't release them at all. And instead of releasing them to theaters globally and even in the United States so that those people can stay in business and some people will go and some people won't, and that's their choice, they're just going to sit on them and then I'll release them next year. But there won't probably be theaters next year because you're killing the theaters.
Yeah, I mean, they could throw them a freaking bone. I know they're running old movies and all that, but there are movies out there that you could release. Tenet did okay. It didn't do gangbusters, but it did okay. There are some movies that would do, I think, great.
Just release them in the theater for a month and then put them on VOD. You win both ways.
Well, I mean, some people are thinking that this is all possibly a conspiracy, like let's run the theaters out of money and then the studios will come in because of Paramount decree.
Right, which we mentioned before.
Yeah, and they'll buy up the theaters cheap because I don't see any other reason other than to force people to go to your streaming site, and all the studios have their own streaming sites.
But they're not releasing them on their streaming sites either.
No.
So that you could argue that if they were releasing them, but they're not. They're sitting on them. So meanwhile, while they're sitting on their stuff, other movies are coming out and kicking their ass.
100
in Japan, a tiny country.
$100 million. Yeah, and we had Violet Evergarden got a movie, and it got 1.5 billion yen. Mm-hmm. And let's see, $14.3 million.
And it was
in
open
38
longer.
Wait, in 38 days. So wait a second, just to put that, just to compare how long it took Violet Evergarden to make that much money, and that was a headline because anime movies typically don't do phenomenal. But just compare that to Demon Slayer. Now, the only movie I think that could potentially, possibly beat Demon Slayer, and it might be 20 years too late, is the last Evangelion movie, which is supposed to come out next January.
Yeah, I think it might be too late though, because it should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, Evangelion, if it had come out like 10 or 15 years ago, because they started the remake project like, my God, has it been 10 years, 15 years ago?
Probably. It takes a long time.
Yeah, but they're finally doing the last movie, which is supposed to be the end of Evangelion. And
for real this time.
For real, the actual possibly maybe ending of Evangelion again. And that one's probably going to make bank, but I don't know. I think Evangelion is past its expiration
I don't
date.
know, but back to the Demon Slayer. It's kicking ass. And what it does is it sets a precedent, but it also sets a target. Because now Hollywood's going to be like, hey there, fellow kids, we can do anime too. We'll just send some money over there and buy out some theaters, and then we'll just dictate how it should be and make it our way, and then it'll kill it.
Yeah,
like they ruin everything.
Well, I'm concerned. I did the video the other day about Power Rangers. Hasbro's talking about, and it's a rumor, but I think it's true. If you look at, you start piecing things together with what's going on Netflix and stuff, but they're basically talking about creating Power Rangers whole cloth from here on out, not using the Japanese Super Sentai footage, which is what made the show so damn good.
Right. That's what made it what it was. Gosh, I can't deal with these people.
So what we'll do, we'll go get one of these hot franchises. We'll bring it over to the States. We'll make a really bad live action movie.
That's right. We'll change everything about it. We'll insert our politics and agendas right into it.
Diverse casting.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist, unless they do it.
Even though all the characters are technically Asian.
Right.
That's not diverse enough because it's too close to white. So
yeah, so we have to change it. Gender bend everybody, race bend everybody.
I don't know. But good on them. This is good for the anime industry, and hopefully this does wake people up to the fact that if you put good movies in theaters, people will come.
That's right.
Even wearing masks.
Well, I'm very excited about this, and I know it's probably not coming out until next year, and it's Funimation.
Yeah,
I know, but I really want to see it, so I can't wait to actually get to watch it. I hear that people are giving it really good reviews, and it's kicking ass, and I think that's amazing. And I'm just waiting for somehow they'll find a way to ruin it somehow. Guaranteed.
I'm sure they will.
If they don't, the journalists will show up and start yelling about it and screaming about how wrong it is in so many different ways. And there'll be article hit pieces out, and then where they try to say that how Japan and the other culture from themselves shouldn't do things because it offends their sensibilities, so on and so on.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm still waiting for all the hit pieces. I think it's just journalists, since they're really late to the game, because it took them how many years to catch on to Attack on Titan. I'm just waiting for all the hit pieces about Nezuko being a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be.
She's gagged.
Right.
She's
cursed. She might eat somebody if she's not. But,
Right.
You know, that's how dare they? They have her living in a box with a gag in her mouth. You know, there's something wrong here.
And she's also hypnotized.
That's right. So yeah, they believe that people are her friends and they're all her family. So you know that's gonna be problematic 100%. Give them time. They had a fit about military uniforms and how every military uniform ever, even if it had nothing to do with World War II, was fascist.
Yeah, that was last year on Sci-Fi Wire, and that was regarding Attack on Titan, and they were like way late to the party.
Yeah.
Like you guys are so freaking late. By the time you realize what's going on, it's the anime fandom's already moved on.
Well, what'll happen is the movie will come out, and it'll be 2 or 3 months after that, and then they'll say something, and by then it's too late. No one cares.
Yeah.
Not that they cared to begin with, but you know, they tried to do it with Shield Hero too and everything else. So let's wrap it up.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.